Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Razorbacks offense will have the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Flips it out to the back. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt. And you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So TCU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Gets the back moving.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. Quick toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. A designed run for the quarterback. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy with that.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Cole finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The option look. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, he
hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. That's a fumble. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Got room to work. Defender missed. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Jones. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He's got it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his big tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it on. explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun. Leaves it on the inside with the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Swings it out to the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Wants to throw on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it. Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Let's go. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now improvising. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab deep. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the...
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And the returner will be brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Balmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here.
Brings into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Wants to adjust the pattern. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing, take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run the option. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on third down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's got the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The give to the tailback. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? With jet sweep pass. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hobbs it downfield. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.